It is those who are not connected with the cultural roots or the family roots. They are the ones who feel lonely and feel out of place, a fish out of water. So each one of us should try to maintain one's own family roots, from which family I come, and the cultural roots. It is very important. It is important. Just like the root of a plant. A plant cannot live without its roots. So we individual, when we are cut off from our roots and go into a different culture, different place, just to earn money, things becomes bad. So I feel it is very important to connect with the family and the cultural roots of any society by anybody.
In your opinion, do you think that you've invested enough time and interest in getting to know your family?
Wow, that's a very good question. I mean, the immediate answer, like I always like to go, what comes up pops in my head, and the first thing is like, no. No in the sense of like, I want to know more and I want to spend more time with them. And having said that, again, I've been really fortunate as a teacher. You get a lot of time off, and a lot of that time has been spent with family, and then involving my sons in the continuation of what I have experienced throughout the years. I've been, either in school or a teacher, so I've had summers off, I've had winter breaks off, I've had time to really spend with my family. So I want to really immediately say I'm really lucky, and I would love to spend more time.
You can always do more.
Yeah, you can always do more. But yes, I think that I would like to do more. Yeah.
No, I don't think so. I definitely think that before the end of my life, I would like to be closer to my family and my roots.
This is again a very typical Western question. In our country, we are always with the family. There's hardly any time that we are separated. Family life is very important to us. So even today, we have joint family systems. So yeah, family life and spending some time with the family, especially after work hours, they are very important and they have to be done.
Are you proud of your family and culture?
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, I'm very much proud of my family and my culture. My name is a Ghanaian name, so I can't really avoid it. So it's something that I grew up with, and I'm also proud of the culture in general.
Which parent do you feel closest to and why?
When I was maybe in my 20s, and before that I felt really close with my dad, and when he passed away, it was really hard for me. But now that my mom, he passed away, and I always felt really connected with him. It was really hard. But now that my mom is 87 and living with me, and actually she's going through, a lot right now, I feel really close to her.
But yeah, for my mom, I think I'm closer to her because she really takes time, to talk to me, my little brother, my sister. We ever have a problem, she talk to us, and she makes us open up to her. And I also feel like my dad feels like he doesn't have a place to do that too, and it's harder for him to ask. So yeah.
Obviously, with my mom, I'm very close to my mom because she took care of us. Actually, my dad wasn't there for us though, but as much as I speak, it took me a long time to get bonded with him. I try not to hold that against him, so my mom was there for us. She took care of us, from childhood until today. So obviously, I'm more gravitated, or I love my mom more. I'm sorry to say it like that, but that's what it is. I can't take that away from her.
What's one quality that you think all parents need to embody?
I think listening, and it sounds like basic, right? I listen, but I think there's a difference in just listening to listen and then listening to like scold or correct or teach. And I think my family has done a really good job of just being there to just listen when I need to just say something.
I feel like listening is a big thing, because I feel like a lot of parents are like, they could listen, but do they really like take it in? Like, listening is a big thing.
Just be there for your kids, you know, like genuinely show them that you genuinely appreciate them. And you know, even if they don't notice it at the time, in the future, one day they're gonna realize, you know, oh, so you don't feel any guilt about that part.
And then what's one thing that you're grateful for that your parents have given you in this life?
Well, first of all, they give me my life. But I think, you know, they told me to be independent and to go for the thing that I wanted. And, you know, and that is why I am here, I guess, because, you know, they encouraged me to do or to believe in my dreams and you know, try to get it.
Well, life.
Yeah.
But beyond that, the love. I know it sounds, but that's why there's so many songs about it, right?
Yeah.
And love it's a cheesy answer, and it's a real answer. Like just the love and support, and knowing that they're there for me, and that I mean something in the world to them, and how to love, sort of, and in some ways, actually, they've given me the blessing of how I can do better job loving my kids.
Yeah.
Which is a great gift too, right?
Yeah.
Lots of things, but I think I'll go with those right there.
Education is what I would say. Because it's through education I find myself here in the US. It's through education I could speak English, you know, and through that I can communicate with the outside world. So that's what I think I'll be grateful for.
My grandmother Lorraine was diagnosed with aphasia and began to lose her ability to speak before 2020. My family and I did not get to see her until July of 2022, and by that time the only words she had left were good, bad, yes, and no. I decided to create this film in September of 2022, and I assumed I would be able to see her again once I graduated and take care of her. But once we left England, her condition slowly began to progress, and on April 15th, just weeks ago, she passed away in her sleep. When I was younger, I viewed family time as granted, and at times it felt like an obligation. As I began to mature and see the value, my granny began to lose her words. I can't remember asking her to tell me stories of her childhood, or about what my father was like as a child, or even a long one-on-one conversation with her. I would do anything to go back and listen to her speak for hours if I could. My opportunity has passed though, so instead I would like to share my advice to you. Be curious about your elders, ask questions, record audio clips of your conversations, listen to old family stories and remember them so you can pass them on. Share any love that you have in your heart, no matter how small, because life is short and you don't know how long people will stick around. If you have not found a family yet that appreciates you, keep your heart open. There's always more love to give, and there are always more people out there waiting to love you. Pass on the legacy of those that you love. This is your responsibility.